course. Hold firm. Those are things that we sometimes say without thinking, but the best thing to do without thinking is to absolutely panic. So now it is time for us to do Panic or Patience, where we decide if we react insanely to some Fantasy One Week results or if we just chill out. So Rank has the button, which determines how we should move. Rank, Chris Olave had 2 targets for 11 yards. Is it time to hit the button?
Here's the thing about Chris Olave as well, is everybody knows that I've been firmly entrenched on the Rashid Shaheed hype train. And so when I see something like this, I'm going to absolutely not panic. Are you kidding me? There's no way I'm going to panic about what's going on with Chris Olave. I think that one of the big things that I saw out of him over the weekend, it's not so much the catching passes, it's what he's been doing as a blocker downfield, contributing to the team to the point Derek Carr talked about this in the post-game press conference. And you're like, great, Rank, I don't get points for blocks. You're correct. But Derek Carr is going to reward him this week with a monster performance, a litany of targets, and Chris Olave will be back in our good graces this week.
Okay, so congratulations to Chris Olave. It's not time to freak out. I'll take that button, Marcus Graham, because I will take not just one player, but an entire position group. And that would be the New York Giants running backs, who had 14 carries and did not get 50 yards in the entire game. And folks, it's one game. It's one game for an entire position group. Things can be better, but we're not doing that. We're panicking. We're absolutely losing it. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because the offense is very, very bad. We saw Saquon Barkley have to deal with this offense being its really only option, and now that torch has been passed to Malik Neighbors, and it is not looking good for any Giant, but specifically for Tracy, for Devin Singletary. I'm panicking. I'm going to get back. We saw Jordan Mason go off. I'm getting somewhere else because it's tough out there. And Marcus, now you have the option. You have the power. We wanted the Amari Cooper revenge game. We barely got an Amari Cooper game. Didn't hit 5 points. Are you panicking?
You know, I did have my concerns a little bit about Amari Cooper coming into the season. I mean, he had a great finish with Joe Flacco at quarterback, and maybe he could build off of that. But you know what, after this, I'm freaking out! It's absolutely time to panic about Amari Cooper! Look,
sorry about that.
You mentioned what he did this past week, 3.6 fantasy points. Yes, when he's played with Deshaun Watson, it has not been great. Watson, for his part, has played 13 games with the Browns. He has fewer than 200 passing yards in 7 of those 13. Of the 9 targets Amari Cooper had, only 4 were catchable. Yes, he did have the long throw that he dropped that could have maybe completely changed the day. The upside is that they're not going to play the Cowboys defense every week, but considering how dreadful the quarterback play has been in Cleveland to the point that people are now asking for Jameis Winston, as long as they're not getting consistent quarterbacking, I'm worried about Amari Cooper.
Okay.